Hey guys, so I'm going to do my April favorites today and let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is my LA Colors I Heart Makeup Brow Kit. Now you've heard me talk about this before, but this is really great, you guys. I have been playing around using different brow products and I always go back to this no matter what I try or no matter what I use, because this gives me the most natural looking but still filled in brows. And the color on this is perfect for me. This is the light to medium kit. They also have one in medium to dark. It comes with a ton of stuff. I don't use the stencils because my brows don't really need to be shaped. Once you shape your brows, you can just maintain them after that, but I'm sure they're fine. And then it comes with a pair of tweezers, which I already have some tweezers that I really like, but if I ever needed another pair for whatever reason, that would be handy to have. It comes with a small brush. I don't use that because I have another brush that I prefer. This one is just a hair too thick and the bristles aren't cut exactly right, which, I'm making this sound like it's not a good kit, but it is, and here's why. It has a very small spoolie in it that works perfectly with the waxes that come with this. And then it also has a pencil, which is very good, but the way I really like to use this is I first like to take my own brush and use this dark powder right here. And I just go over my brows with that thin brush with this powder. Then I take a full-size spoolie that I have and I brush out my brows. Then I take this wax right here with the spoolie, the small spoolie that comes with the kit, and I run a little bit of that through to just kind of set it. And to me, this was worth the price of the kit just for that wax and that powder and the little baby spoolie that comes with it. This was not expensive. Off the top of my head, I don't remember how much it was. If I had to guess, I would say probably $10. So if I only use 3 products in here, $10 divided by 3, that's only $3.33 for each product, so it is definitely worth it. I just really like that powder and wax. The texture is just perfect, really easy to blend, and this is my favorite brow product. And I have a lot of them, but I really like this, and I'm so glad I bought it. It was a total impulse buy. Another thing that I have really been enjoying, and you've probably seen this hyped like crazy on YouTube, and there's a reason for that, and that's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. The packaging is gorgeous. The product smells wonderful. It smells like a pina colada. I bought it in the light shade. They have a light and a medium, I believe, and I at first was kind of disappointed because I thought this would be too light, but for where my skin tone is at right now in the spring, this is actually perfect because I'm very fair right now. So putting just a little bit of this on the perimeter of my face just gives it a little bit of life, a little bit of warmth, and it's perfect for right now. At some point, I think I'm going to pick up the medium though, because as spring goes through and summer comes, I'll probably be outside more and get a little bit darker, and then this won't work anymore. But for right now, this is perfect, and I'm really glad that I got this. The next thing I want to talk about is what I have on my lips right now. I have on a Maybelline Color Sensational Rebel Bloom lipstick. These got a lot of bad reviews when they came out, and I'm not really sure why, because every now and then I pick one up because they come in beautiful shades, and I really like them. I guess when different people try different products, not everybody is going to feel the same way about them, but I feel like these are perfect for spring right now because of the color selection. Just about every color in this range is perfect for spring. So I've been wearing, this is Blushing Bud that I have on right now, but I have some in some other shades that I really like a lot, and I just feel like these are the perfect spring lipsticks before we get into summer with the really bright, vibrant colors. So this is great for right now. So that's Blushing Bud from the Rebel Bloom line. And the next thing I want to talk about is something that I just purchased. Now, if you've been with me for a while, think back to about 2 years ago. Target had just introduced Shea Moisture makeup. I bought a ton of stuff from that line and sadly did not like most of it and returned it. However, they have since reformulated this line, and I am happy to say it is much, much better. And there is one really standout product in the line that I bought the other day. I was at a Target that I don't normally shop at, and I saw these things, and I was like, oh, wow, this is, a lot of this stuff looks different, and there's some new products, and, maybe I'll pick up a few things and try it again. The downside is Shea Moisture makeup seems to be sold in about 1 out of every 5 Targets, so you won't see it at every single Target. But if you shop at different places and you happen to be driving by a Target, if you're in an area that isn't, in your neighborhood, check it out, because the thing that I was most excited about is they have these large tin metal palettes, and this is a create your own type palette because their eyeshadows come in pan form. However, when you buy them, they do come in a container like this, and what you can do is you can just take it out of this and put it in the palette. This palette is $10 or $9.99, and the eyeshadows are $5.99, which is $1 increase from what they were when they were initially released, but they're worth it because $6 for a single eyeshadow. I'll show you the ones that I got in a second, but the quality, they've reformulated them. And before, I only liked the matte ones, and I returned the ones that I had bought that weren't matte, but I bought 2 this time, and neither one was matte. And one of the ones that I bought was, I accidentally bought one that I had bought before 2 years ago, not remembering which ones I had got after 2 years had gone by, and they're completely different now. So now the shimmery ones are nice and smooth and silky and blend really well. And before, they were chunky and they didn't blend well and they were patchy. So if you bought some of the Shea Moisture eyeshadows before, give them another shot because they're really good now. So, all right, let me show you this palette. This palette will hold either 20 pan eyeshadows, or you can mix and match, and you can put some, if you have some blushes that are in pan form or something like that, face powders, anything that you have that's in pan form will work with this. Here's the best part of all. You know how a lot of times when you buy eyeshadow palettes like this, there's issues with the magnets. Either they're not strong enough or they don't work well with some of the products you already own. I have tried every pan form product that I own, and it works with this palette. It will stick. Because what I had encountered before was some of the palettes, like I have Z palettes, I have MAC palettes, I have all these different palettes, and they're not like all mix and match. You can't mix them all with each other. This works with the Shea Moisture products, of course, but it will also work with MAC products, Makeup Geek products, Makeup Forever products, Anastasia Beverly Hill products. It works with them all. It's a very strong magnet, and no matter what you stick to it, you can put it in this palette. So if you were looking for something that you could just pick up at a store that wasn't that expensive, $10, and this is a large palette. This is much larger than a Z palette or a MAC palette, and it will hold all your products. So, having said that, here's what it looks like. Now, it's just a one-sided palette though, so you can't put anything up here, but this will fit a lot. This is the eyeshadow that I bought 2 years ago that was matte. It's called Cecilia, and this is the one that I did like and I kept. They don't make this one anymore because, like I said, the product line got revamped, and I don't know exactly when that was done, but if I had to guess based on some of the research that I did, I would say about a year ago. And if I had known that, I would have bought this stuff a year ago because I've been really enjoying it. This right here is the one that I repurchased, not realizing I had had it before. It's called Montana, and that's what I have. Actually, I have it all over my eye area, plus in the inner corners. And this gorgeous color blends like a dream. It's like a shimmery beige. That's what it looks like swatched, nice and smooth and pigmented, and the color is gorgeous. I am so glad that I accidentally bought that a second time because it's like not even the same product anymore. And then this is called Sandstone, and this is just a perfect neutral brown shade that you can put in the crease, and that's what I have in the crease. It went on nice and smooth. What I like to do with my crease shades is take a small amount and apply it and then go back and build it up slowly, so that way I don't end up having too much product or having to blend too much. So those are the only two shades I have on right now. And then I did use a MAC Painterly paint pot as my base because since I have repurchased that, I've been using it like crazy underneath just about everything because everything, all my eyeshadows go on so beautiful over that. That should be in my favorite too. Just pretend I'm holding it. MAC Painterly paint pot. I'm just kidding. I'll go get it. Yeah, I had purged this a few months back, and then I was like, oh, I don't need that. I can live without it. I missed it so much. This makes every eyeshadow you own go on amazing, and it's a very neutral nude color. So it's not too warm, it's not too cool, so you can put anything over it and it will work. And I think these are, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know they did go up a little bit, but yeah, this is, whatever it is, it's well worth it. I'll put the annotations for all the prices after I finish uploading the video if you want. Okay, and so yeah, I just also wanted to show you back to the Shea Moisture again. The reason why this is in here is this is a Makeup Forever eyeshadow. They're the same size, these Shea Moisture ones are the same size as a Makeup Forever eyeshadow. And so you get a very generous amount, and the price is very reasonable. If you are interested in this palette, when you see it on the shelf, it's going to have this beautiful cardboard sleeve on top of it, just so you know what to look for. Really pretty packaging. And it basically on the back, it just, you know, says mix and match to create endless customized looks from natural to dramatic for both day and night. This empty palette holds up to 20 easy to remove magnetic inserts. Refill and replace with ease, perfect for travel, blah, blah, blah. So really happy with that. And I might have to go back and get some more eyeshadows because when I bought those, I was thinking about the bad experience that I had in the past, but a completely different formula. Love them. I had to go to a memorial service yesterday for the friend of the family that died, and this was the eye look that I did. I wanted to do outfit of the day video, but I just didn't have time. You know, I was going to, and then I looked at the clock and I had to go. So I wanted to show you the dress that I had on. But anyways, this was the look that I did on my eyes. I didn't wear this lipstick and blush and so forth. But yeah, this was the eye makeup look that I did. And so 2 days in a row with this same look. I love it. So impressed with these eyeshadows. If you have a Target near you that sells the Shea Moisture makeup, give the eyeshadows a try. They don't have a ton of colors, but they have enough that you could probably find something in the color range that you like for eyeshadows. I would say they probably had maybe 10 shades, not too many. And then if you can't find a Target near you that has them, you can just order from the Target website and Ulta has them on their website but not in stores. So if you prefer to order from Ulta, if you're doing an order by mail, you can order them from Ulta or Target online. And then last but not least, I have a non-beauty favorite to share with you. If you have a Christmas tree shop near you, we got the most adorable little tree for our backyard. When we bought this house years ago, it came with 3 very dead and diseased trees, and we were really hoping that maybe they wouldn't die, and they just slowly got worse and worse over time. And as soon as we had any kind of a bad storm, one by one, they just fell down because they were, you know, sick and dying. So the last tree that fell down, we, you know, dug up, chopped up the tree, got rid of it, got the stump out and all that. And we bought a couple of bags of really good soil because the soil is not that great where we live. So we put in some nice soil in that area, and we got this tree the other day. It was $25, and it's an emerald green evergreen tree from Country Grown. They're selling these right now at Christmas Tree Shop for $25 or $24.99. And this is what it would look like when it's full grown. They only grow to be 8 feet tall, which is fine with me. I don't want any like monster giant trees that are going to be a problem, because if it did come down in a storm or something like that, you know, you don't want to have to hire a tree service to deal with the trees in your yard, or I don't anyway. So 8 feet is plenty. But right now it's about, I would say, 3 feet high. And it says on the information that comes with it that it grows really fast. So we'll see, but so my husband put it in the other day and gave it a really good watering, and then it rained yesterday off and on all day, and it's raining again today off and on. So perfect, because when you put in a new tree, you're supposed to water it a lot. So we'll be, you know, on the days that it doesn't rain, we'll just give it a little watering, and there's something about it. I don't know. It's got like a really nice texture to it, and it's like a vibrant green. It's just really, really pretty, and I'm glad that we got it. The trees that were in there before were fruit trees, and they just, you know, for whatever reason, didn't do well, I guess. And I would rather have something like this because you don't have to prune it or trim it. This type of tree, you know, you can just let it grow and water it and enjoy it, and it's very low maintenance. So if I enjoy this and it works out, then we might, you know, add some more, like maybe add 1 tree every summer to replace the ones that died. All right, so those are my April favorites, and I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.